Hi, I'm Brian Noble, CEO of Family Policy Institute of Washington.
And I'm Brad Payne, President of FPIW Action.
Couple of disclaimers before we get started today. Nothing in this video is considered an endorsement of the candidate, nor the candidate's endorsement of FPIW or FPIW Action. It's simply a public service to meet and greet the candidate. Brad?
All right. Well, David, thank you and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Sure. So my first question is kind of a three-parter. If you would let everybody know specifically what position you're running for, then share a little bit about yourself and your family, and then tell us about your experience that you have for this position.
Okay. So my name is David Stuebe. I'm running for the 17th District, Position 2. My experience, retired Marine Corps colonel for 30 years, served all over the world, setting up anti-terrorism bases and running schools and having large commands and doing humanitarian projects and leading troops into battle. So did a lot of stuff in the Marine Corps for 30 years. Also did healthcare leadership and management. And presently the mayor of Washougal. So yeah, talking about experience, it's spent a lot of time being back in DC, in Olympia, working with people, bringing back tax dollars for our projects, for our needs in our community. And then I guess talk about my family. So a blended family. I have 8 grandsons now. And 2 days ago, I just got my first granddaughter. So pretty excited about that. But yeah, 4 of my own kids, 2 other kids coming with my second wife, one big family. They're all in that stage right now where they've left the house and just trying to keep them out of the house and keeping them going down their own paths, with their own families and trying to survive in this climate, and being successful.
Right. What is your primary promise to the public if you are elected?
Yeah, so Brian, I've got a lot of promises. Being the mayor, I've seen a lot and trying to solve a lot of problems. Been working with city government for 5 years. We have had some epic results, but there are still things that I'm frustrated with. The homeless, the inflation, the affordable housing, the infrastructure, the roads. I hear all this stuff. Where I'm really, really lucky is that I've got such great people that really contribute to the city. They want to be part of the solution. But there are things I'm still embarrassed with like the homelessness and the fentanyl crisis, and people calling me and telling me that they're using a public bathroom, but it's been trashed and there's needles all over the place. And that's not what I want. I want to build a safe community where people aren't afraid to leave their car in their parking lot or in their driveway. And it's not bad yet out here, but it's bad enough. And, it's being tolerated. It's like, no, that shouldn't be tolerated. It should be a zero acceptance with that stuff. And so my thing is, I'm building a community. I want people to respect the community. I want them to respect their neighbors, to help out. And I want to make that even bigger. And that's why I want to go up to Olympia. So it's safety, affordable housing, bringing people together.
Very good. Dave, what do you think differentiates you from your opponent?
So my opponent says a lot of stuff, but there's a difference between saying you're going to do that and actually doing it. And I think where I'm different is I've already done it. Done a lot of those things. I think I bring back a lot of success. I have gone up to Olympia. I've created a name. I think I've earned respect up there on both sides of the table. Being back in DC, I earned respect back there. Pretty proud of some of the things I've done and working across the table. There's a lot of people that I think the main reason why I want to run is I'm so tired of the fracture. Um, People on one side are just trying to scream louder than the guys on the far other side, and that's not the way it works. And there's a lot of people out there too that are trying to bring down their opponent to raise themselves up. And it's like, you know what? What can you do? What are your merits that you're proud of? I'm proud of a lot of things I've done in my career. I've always been in service. I want to continue to be in service. I want to be the guy that's bringing people together for the solution, the one mission, and I want to accomplish it. I don't want to be the person that just complains and be the problem. And I see a lot of people doing that. I see that on the city level, see that up in Olympia. And we see that all around the world. And I just want to bring people together and say, you know what? What are we doing for America? What are we doing for our neighbor, our cities, our districts, our state, and our nation? And that's my pledge.
All right. Our fourth and final question is, what did you learn during the primary that is positively impacting you during this general election?
Um, Positively, because I'll tell you what, boy, what an eye opener in the primary. Um, Again, talking about fracture and hate and malice and all that stuff. But to look for the positive, I've learned so much. Going out there and talking to constituents, finding out what people really need out there, what their concerns on. And I kind of start off, Brian, too. It's like I learned this from the city. It's like, well, what are you happy about? What are you proud about?
Mhm.
And people are proud Americans, and that's refreshing to see. But we do have issues. And so we need to work together and come up with solutions. And there are so many topics out there that I've been reading up on and trying to become the expert. But I think my strength is knowing, for one, I don't have that answer. I'm not going to go up there and be that one person to say, this is the way to fix that. I think the smart person will be the one that goes up there and says, okay, you know what? I'm going to listen. I'm going to bring together the subject matter experts because I've been doing that my whole life. You bring them together, you hear the different types of solutions. And when you're in a room full of people, that's where you can bring that together and get a solution. I've learned in life that that one guy that sits at the top and thinks he knows everything and walks in and tells people how to solve things is not the way to do it. You have to listen to the smart people that we have in our country and go, listen to both sides, find out what's the positive, what's the negative, and then make the right decisions collectively to come up with a solution to the mission. My life in the Marine Corps was, one mission. You take care of the Marine on your left, the Marine on your right, and you accomplish the mission. And that's what I want to try and do up in Olympia.
All right. Well, Dave, thank you for your thoughtful answers. We appreciate your time this morning, and thank you for sharing with our listeners.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. It's important for people to hear and get to know us. So thanks for making this happen.
You bet.
All right, Brad and Brian, thank you.
All right. Well, I'm Brad Payne with FPIW Action.
And I'm Brian Noble with FPIW. Friendly reminder, nothing in this video is considered an endorsement of the candidate, nor the candidate's endorsement of FPIW or FPIW action. Like we like to say around here, go out there and defend and advance biblical values in the public square. God bless.